Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, what Russian guys are doing to their ears to make them look tough.
Also, can a mayor fire an entire police department?
All that and more on the way next. All right, stop me when this sounds familiar. 8772-RADIO-U or the TalkBack button in the RadioU app. The Lakers were eliminated from the playoffs last night, and LeBron doesn't know what the future holds.
Yep, sounds pretty familiar.
That is the exact quote last night when asked about what's going to happen with LeBron as he played his last game. He said he doesn't know what the future holds. Allie, is he actually going to retire this time?
No, I don't think he's going to retire, but I have no idea if he's going to stay with the Lakers or try something else, go somewhere else. I got to say, as a Cavs fan, I know there's many people out there that would like to see LeBron return to Cleveland, come back home for the third time. Yeah, that would be the third iteration of him in Cleveland. I personally don't want to see that.
Yeah, I know if he comes back, it's like, would it be with the Lakers? I don't know who else wants him.
I have no idea who else wants him either.
Because I'm not sure that LeBron wants to add another team to like his collection.
Yeah.
And if he was to do that, it would 100% be on this is probably not a team that's going to win the championship kind of basis. Yep. It would be like a farewell tour, one last run around the league, but no team that's good enough to win the championship probably wants LeBron at a LeBron price.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the main reason I don't want him as a Cavs fan is we've got a good thing going. We've got a good base of players, and I don't want to get rid of those players unless it's James Harden. I don't want to get rid of those players to get LeBron because I just don't think it's worth it, We've done this before with Cleveland where we just decimated all of our picks and decimated our young talent to get LeBron back. And then as soon as LeBron leaves, your team is left as one of the worst in the NBA. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to be in that position again, especially for a LeBron that's much older, probably like we said, only has a year or two left playing in the NBA. I think he'll at least have one more year because, as you mentioned, he hasn't had the farewell tour yet.
Yeah,
he's not leaving until he has that tour.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he can't leave unceremoniously where, getting swept by the Thunder. I think that's more than likely, but I just feel like he needs everybody to pat him on the back on the way out the door.
Yeah.
And a season where it's like, whoa, LeBron can still do this and he's hanging it up, I just can't see him quitting while he's ahead, even at this point, if you consider it ahead.
If you're an ultra competitor like LeBron is, like Michael Jordan, anybody, think at the best of the best athletes out there, it is incredibly hard for them to say, you know what, I'm going to stop now. I'm going to stop competing. Yeah. I'm going to stop playing the game I love. It is so hard for them to do that. And so many times we do see them not quit before they're ahead, and they kind of taint their career a little bit at the end because they just don't look as good, but also they're in their 40s. Yeah. What do you expect?
Well, the other thing is LeBron is, I guess do not hear what I'm not saying. LeBron is not bad still.
No.
He's still
he's still a starting player on the Lakers.
Yeah, but versus what you have to pay and the space that he takes up on your roster financially, right, and then like the oxygen he takes up.
Yep.
Where I don't know that he's like full on mentor kind of mode.
Okay.
I just feel like that doesn't fit on a team that really wants to win the championship, except potentially the Lakers. But the thing is, his contract is up, so he can go anywhere.
Yeah.
But the Lakers can also say, actually, you know what? I feel like we could use this money better spent. We get Luka back, and maybe we can actually have some depth on this team for once. So I just don't know where it goes for LeBron. Odds are it's Cleveland or LA or nothing, but maybe he does just retire because he realizes like he's looking at his options and they don't really look great.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he's just
who knows?
I guess now's the time. I can see, I think there's a chance, and I've never thought this before, there's a chance that he's done. But I don't think it's very high.
I don't think it's high at all. I would say as close to zero as possible.
Does this count as an actual injury? I'm trying to figure out. I went hiking this weekend.
Okay.
and I think I hurt myself hiking, and I don't know if this counts as an injury or not.
What do you think you did?
Do you know the bottom of your foot?
Okay, which part?
The inside.
The inside.
The inside bottom of my foot.
Like, are we talking like the arch? Or?
Yeah, like the arch of your foot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really sore. Does that count as a real injury?
I would say so. We hear people get those type of injuries all the time.
Yeah, I was looking it up because I was like, I don't even know what this is called. It's called like your post-tibial. Hold on, let me look it up again.
I have no idea.
Bottom inside of foot. It's your it could be plantar fasciitis. Great.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that recently.
It is the leading cause resulting in stabbing pain, often worse with the first steps of the day or after long periods of rest. Okay, that doesn't really sound like what I'm dealing with. Posterior tibial tendon. That's what I was talking about. Okay. That's so
there's like a tendon stretched out too much or something.
That's what I think happened is I was hiking this weekend and it was pretty treacherous hiking and it was
Where were you?
It was in Yellow Springs.
Okay.
And does that matter?
I just
you think I caught something there?
No.
Do I have hantavirus?
I think you're fine. I was just wondering, like, what the grade level of difficulty.
That's what I was trying to find.
Was.
Like, I'm looking on all trails. Like, can I
elevation,
get a rating?
you know.
It wasn't elevated, but it was. Well, I mean, there was ups and downs because it's like a river valley. But it was like where it was very uneven.
Okay.
A lot of it was very rustic hiking.
Yeah.
And it was also spots where it was very like wet and slippery and whatever. And so there was a time or two where I kind of like got my foot wet, like I wasn't prepared for the unevenness.
Yeah.
And I slipped and my foot kind of got like wedged and probably like twisted in a weird way.
Yep.
And so
that'll do it.
I don't know which time it happened because I slipped a few times. I never fell, but like I slipped. And so since then,
it's been
uncomfortable. It feels like I need to like crack my toes or crack my ankle or something, but it's not working.
Your toes and ankle.
Yeah, it feels like if I could just crack it, it feels like it would go back to normal.
But it's the arch that is hurting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It kind of feels better. I'm doing this because this is what I would just do if I went to a doctor. So I'm like testing this on you. But I don't think I need to go to a doctor.
Yeah,
but I'm
I
just
don't think it's that bad.
But they do say online that if left untreated, it could turn into adult acquired flat foot.
Oh no! I was going to ask you how flat your feet are.
No, ththey're not flat.
Okay.
I got nice.
You got a nice
feet.
arch.
Oh yeah.
All right, good.
They're very concave. My feet are.
Because that often, if you do have flat feet or like flatter feet, not maybe entirely flat, that can lead to some arch injury, trouble, and stuff like that.
No, I've never had an issue like this before. My feet are very well shapen, but. I don't want flat feet. I don't want to have an adult acquired flat foot.
Yeah.
So I'm worried. That's what I'm kind of worried about. That I feel like I have to take a break from my walks.
Maybe, but I also
sound so old.
I think if you stretch, you might be fine.
That's what I like. If I point the toe,
it
doesn't hurt. If I point it, but if I like flip it up, then it does hurt. So
flip it up.
Flip it up more. So.
Yeah. So it must have been while you were going uphill, maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Not when that happened.
No, I don't think so. I think it's stretched out the wrong way. I don't know.
Okay.
Do we have any feet experts?
Yeah, I have no idea what to tell you. Any advice?
Controversy has struck a small town in Georgia, the town of Cohutta, where the mayor has fired the town's entire police department. 8772 Radio U or the talkback button in the Radio U app. Allie, are you like me? Did you not even realize mayors could do that?
I definitely didn't know they had executive power enough to just fire the whole police department.
I mean, maybe in New York City, like maybe Mom Donnie could do it, but like in a small town, I didn't even know the mayor. Like I know he's elected, but he just like lights the Christmas lights. That's what he does, right? Like, does he have an actual job?
I mean, I think they do, but like, I honestly, I would think actually in a small town, maybe they could have more power because there is less like council and stuff like that.
I would have thought in like rural Georgia, the sheriff would have more power than the mayor.
Maybe,
you know?
maybe he does.
In the hierarchy.
Maybe he does, because those are both elected positions.
Yeah, right.
So
he couldn't fire the sheriff.
No, he probably couldn't fire the sheriff, but this is like the police department.
Yeah,
so like,
right,
this is
the
the city.
towns.
These
Yeah.
are actually city employees. So I could see a mayor being able to fire a city employee.
Yeah,
But,
there was only like 10 of them, so it's a very small
For
town.
a small town, though, that's a lot to just be like firing the whole thing.
Yeah. Pretty good ratio that I feel like, I don't know much about police, but it's like a town of just under 1,000 people and they had 10 police officers. So not a bad ratio, I feel like.
Yeah, what is that, like 1%?
Of your whole town is a police officer. That feels good.
I guess. I don't know what the percentage is supposed to look like. I doubt there's much crime happening in Cohutta, Georgia.
Yeah. And well, then, also, like, even that said, though, even if 1 out of 100 people in town is a police officer, 10 is not a lot to, like, always have somebody,
ready to go.
Yeah. So anyways, why did the mayor of Cohutta, Georgia fire the entire police department? He didn't like how they were talking about his wife. They were making some mean comments, inappropriate comments, is the allegation.
According to him?
Yes.
Okay.
About his wife on Facebook.
Oh, no.
And so that was enough for him to post. He fired them by posting a sign on the door when they came in. They were like, it was a sign that said the police officers are all fired.
It said the whole department had been dissolved.
Yeah.
Bro, get out of here. This guy's name's Mayor Ron Shinnick.
Yeah.
Shinnick, get out of here with that.
If they were all talking bad about his wife, maybe you're like, wow, that's nice of him to stand up for her like that. It sounds to me like she probably like asked him to do this.
Yeah.
Because the backstory is Pam Shinnick, his wife, was a former town clerk who had previously been basically fired over allegations that she created a, quote, hostile work environment.
Oh, no.
So that is what, I guess, when the officers had complained about her, they complained she still had access to sensitive town systems after she was fired.
Uh-oh.
And so I guess some of this got public on Facebook, and those were the inappropriate comments. And so it sounds like she might have been kind of like trouble and been the driver of this whole thing. Like, she sounds like a real type A personality.
Yeah.
And so she kind of just wears the pants in that relationship.
Right. Her name's Pam, but she's really a Karen.
100%.
So, yeah. And Mayor Ron fell for it all.
Yeah.
Just gave in. But thankfully, the city council or town council has stepped in to reinstate the whole department.
So the mayor can't do that.
Well,
he
can.
really is only good for tree lighting.
He can, but it's not going to last. Like this town council clearly has enough power to reinstate everybody.
Yeah.
And they also took away the ability for him to fire without approval.
One of his few things he could do.
They were like, no more.
Yeah. I feel like he's not getting reelected.
Nope.
But I also feel like Pam definitely is going to run. She's running for sure. Times are tough. Inflation is running rampant. It makes all you can eat sound even more appealing. If some restaurant was so kind enough to offer that. 877-2-RADIO-U, the talkback button in the RadioU app. Well, guess what?
What?
All you can eat is coming this summer.
Okay.
2, an Applebee's near you.
Applebee's.
Yeah, unfortunately, Applebee's is the best we can do.
Hey, Golden Corral still exists, I believe.
Yeah, that is true, and they probably have more variety. Applebee's is bringing back their all-you-can-eat menu where you can mix and match for $15.99.
Okay.
And unlike, there's some places that do like all-you-can-eat appetizers. Applebee's actually does all-you-can-eat protein in the form of boneless wings,
all right,
riblets, and double crunch shrimp. I guess those all, and depending on how you look at it, could be still considered appetizers,
yeah.
But I feel like you get those all you can eat and that's a meal.
I mean, I definitely view wings as a meal for sure. And the riblets, they look like a meal too.
Yeah. So boneless wings, riblets, double crunch shrimp, plus every plate comes with a side of fries. And you can mix and match throughout the meal instead of having to be stuck with one singular option.
Hey, that definitely sounds like a meal then.
Not too bad for $15.99.
Right.
How much wings would you have to eat for to feel like you got your money's worth for $15.99?
Probably like 16 of them.
At least 16.
Depending
right?
on how much the wings cost per wing normally.
Yeah, I bet you it doesn't say, because the way they always do this, right, is they give you a plate and then you can't order another one until
until it's done.
Right. I feel like they give you 6 wings at a time.
Probably.
Which is going to make it, you just are going to be stuck there a while.
Yeah.
For all
it's
you
going to
can
take
eat.
a hot second.
Because if you just brought me 20 wings all at once, I just knock them out.
Yeah.
But you bring 6 at a time, and that's going to be a whole, this is an outing.
Well, then you could do 6 wings and then be like, all right, we want the riblets next.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the riblets. And then, all right, we want the shrimp next,
Yeah. I feel like the riblets is what I want the most out of the choices.
Okay.
Yeah. $15.99, so not crazy. They also, of course, they want you to sit there longer.
Oh, yeah. They want you to order drinks.
Yeah, right. You sit there and you order a drink, and then your food finally comes, and then you're like, finish that drink. So they're like, all right, well, would you like another drink from our Pulio with Don Julio lineup? Because that's also new.
Well, listen,
that's a crazy name.
That is a crazy name. This is what we've talked about with restaurants, though, whether it's fast food or a sit-down restaurant. I feel like where they make their profits is on the drinks.
Yep.
They charge you so much for those drinks.
And that is whether it's just a Coke or whether it's a cocktail or a mocktail. I feel like the mocktails have to be the most, because there's no alcohol.
Right.
But they're charging you there is.
They're charging you $8 or whatever for a drink. Yeah. So I think that definitely is their scheme of making money is okay, we'll get them in for the $15.99.
Yeah.
But they'll be spending another $15 on drinks.
Stuck here a while. They'll spend several dollars on drinks. And Ali, $15. It's $14 for one drink.
For one drink?
On the Pulio with Don Julio lineup.
Okay, yeah, not for a Coca-Cola.
No,
or
not
something.
a Coke. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah. But $14 for one drink.
That's insane. I would
How can
never
anybody
pay
afford
that.
that?
Yeah, I would never pay that for a drink.
I will say the last truly bad experience I had at a restaurant was Applebee's. So it does make me nervous. But I will say they did eventually refund me or give me a gift card. And I went to a different Applebee's.
And had a better experience?
And it was fine. It was fine, yeah.
I haven't had bad experiences at Applebee's. I've also never had an experience at Applebee's that's you know what? This was a good choice. I want to come back here.
Right. I don't think Applebee's does that.
Yeah, it's just been a mid-experience.
Yeah, I've had some bad ones. But to also be fair to Applebee's, it's in an area of town. It's not a bad area.
Okay.
But every time I've gone to a restaurant in that area, any chain, it's always the worst chain experience I've had. So I feel like maybe just don't go to that area of town. This picture is amazing. 8772 RadioU, or use the talkback button in the RadioU app. We can send this post to you if you text the word dumb to 8772 RadioU. It's a high school couple in Tennessee that has gone viral for their prom photo, where they dressed up like Harry and Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber.
And in a really classy way. I was honestly, when I saw the title of this article, I was like, oh no, what's this going to look like?
Yeah.
But it's actually so cute.
They look really nice.
Yeah, they look adorable. The girl has a light blue dress on, which is floor length, which looks similar to the color that Jeff Daniels wears in the movie. And then they both have the top hats on. And basically the guy is wearing almost the exact same suit as Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he's even got the bow tie.
Yeah.
At first, when I saw this, I was like, wait, are they actually trying to do Dumb and Dumber? Or it's Tennessee?
Right.
I was like, the guy's just wearing a Vols theme.
Yeah, true. Most people probably thought it was for the volunteers.
And then if the women's basketball team, the Lady Vols, they have that blue
they
too.
Have the
so I was like,
powder
is this
blue.
Yeah, did they not even realize what they had done? But with the top hats, and then what really makes it is they both have canes.
They both
too.
have the canes.
So there's no mistaking. They were definitely going for Dumb and Dumber, and they nailed it. And it's cute and hilarious. And honestly, it's kind of crazy because Dumb and Dumber came out before they would have even been born.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Dumb and Dumber came out in 1994.
But hey, you know what? I love that the kids have good taste in movies.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So now I do have a question too, and that is, Allie, what's a movie that you wish you could have gone to prom dressed up as?
Dressed up
a
as
couple's
for
costume
prom?
for prom.
I always wanted to do a Halloween costume of I'm going to forget the name of the movie now, but it's with Alan Tudyk.
Dodgeball.
Not Dodgeball. He's in so many movies. So
that would be a good one, though.
it's the one. It's the one where they are like hillbillies, and people kind of think that they're supposed to be scary.
Is that Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Yes,
Is that what
Tucker
it's
Dale
called?
versus Evil. I always thought that would be
something like
a
that.
hilarious, like Halloween costume.
Yeah, I feel like people wouldn't notice that that's what you were going for because it's kind of a niche movie.
Yeah, it is a niche movie.
Even
but
though I knew what you're talking about.
I love horror movies. And it's like a horror comedy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that would be funny. But I don't know about prom. I don't know if there's any movie that I want to dress up as.
Let us know, 8772 Radio U or the talkback button in the Radio U app, a couple's costume. Get creative with this that you wish you could do for prom specifically, that you think you could pull off. Come up with some ideas. I want to see what people are saying coming up. Radio U, where music is going, 8772 Radio U or the talkback button in the Radio U app. We're talking funny prom costume ideas for a couple to go as, because in Tennessee, a couple actually went to prom as Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
Harry and Lloyd, the guy and the gal both wore top hats and the orange and blue suits, and they look spectacular.
They did look spectacular. I did think of one, though.
Okay, yeah.
And it could work both for prom and for Halloween, and that is going as Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, there you go.
They got dressed up and looked pretty snazzy.
That's true. That's right. It does feel like you kind of have to be, it has to be still dressed up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Prom, and that's what I liked about the Dumb and Dumber was like they did it, but like they did it in a very classy way, so they were still like they didn't look out of place.
No, yeah.
Totally.
They looked really good. They stood out, but it was instantly recognizable too.
Yes.
But also, I love how it's so random.
Yeah, very
like Dumb and
random.
Dumber is so random.
Such a random reference.
Yeah. Some other ideas. Calvin said, "What about Men in Black?"
Ooh.
Yeah. Then
Okay.
You'd be matching, but black suits. You do the sunglasses.
Yep.
Would people get that?
I think they would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be if you had like, let's say you had like a couple of awesome, like a good bunch of guy friends that were all just going to the prom as friends. They could all dress up as Men in Black, or again, a good Halloween costume. You know, this kind of works both ways for the Halloween and the prom.
William says at 8772 Radio U, I'd like to dress up for prom like the Matrix with the black trench coats and glasses.
Ooh.
I think people would get that.
That would be sick.
That actually would be a good look. Jalen says, he stole mine, Step Brothers. Matching tuxes and maybe curly wigs.
That would be
That's
another
one of my
funny
favorite
one.
movies of all time, so I think that would really work. I was like trying to think of some other ideas here. What about Scooby-Doo?
Ooh, yes. I always love using a good Scooby-Doo costume.
People
for
might
anything.
expect you to be Fred and Daphne at Halloween. They would not be expecting that for prom.
Yeah, for prom, I would love to see what a Fred and Daphne costume would look like for prom.
And then one other idea would be Austin Powers.
Yes,
He always is the real
somebody
snappy
do that.
dresses. Yeah.
Somebody do that, please.
Austin Powers and Foxy Cleopatra. That would be, that's the next prom outfit I want to see.
Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida man is at it again. In this case, Florida men, 8772 Radio U or the talkback button in the Radio U app. Police are trying to find two guys who stole about 100 hot dogs from a high school in Central Florida.
Why?
Why? I mean, who doesn't want hot dogs? It's the perfect crime.
Yeah, but 100 hot dogs from a high school? Like,
That would last you like 3 days.
that can't even be the reason why they went in there.
It's the main thing they stole is the hot dogs.
They had to have just stumbled upon them.
They say that these two unidentified white males were seen jumping the fence near the gymnasium at University High School in Orange City. That was around 1 a.m. They entered the school through an unlocked door, messed with some ESC bicycles and equipment before going into a classroom, taking $50 worth of lanyards. What are you going to do with lanyards?
Why?
What good will that do you? Then they also stole some miscellaneous food items, including approximately 100 hot dogs and ice cream. That's not going to last you very long either. They say that is valued at about $60. And the suspects also took an Allen wrench set from the desk in the hallway and this all took place in the span of like 30 minutes.
Yeah, they had no idea what they were going to go in there.
Is this like a senior prank thing?
I don't know, but like it feels very pranky.
Yeah,
like
this is not like a crime.
Like these are high schoolers, just up to no good.
Yeah, I really don't think
from the rival high school.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and they're like, diabolical. Because they didn't take the hot dogs because they wanted to eat them, which is what I would do. They took the hot dogs to deprive this school of having hot dogs.
Maybe.
It's not the perfect crime, it's the worst crime imaginable.
A crime against humanity.
Yes, this is absolutely horrible. You never steal a hot dog from another man or from a high school. That's off limits.
Right. This is one theory. The other theory I have is that one of these men is named Joey Chestnut.
That could be.
Didn't know he could jump over a fence, though.
Yeah. He's an athlete. He's a professional athlete. Of course he can.
Not all professional athletes can jump over fences.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
I think Joey Chestnut
Did he do hurdles in high school?
Yeah. You could be right. How did he talk the other guy into doing it? Because 100 hot dogs, that's enough for Joey Chestnut to train for 2 days.
Yeah.
If that. So
maybe it's his helper. It's his manager.
Yeah, that's right. They're like, we're running out of, there's not a lot of money in professional hot dog eating.
Yeah.
And we're running out of funds, but the big competition's coming up on July 4th. We got 2 months to train. We have to get hot dogs somewhere.
And an Allen wrench.
And they found, they found the doors unlocked. They're like, might as well take the Allen wrench.
Boom.
And especially if we find out there's an ice cream professional eating competition coming up like next week. I think you might be onto something. I have here the rankings of the most popular fast food desserts in the country. 8772 Radio, you're the talkback button in the RadioU app. It'd be interesting for people to send in what they think is the best.
Ooh, I know what my favorite is. I don't know if it'd be the best on the list.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I've seen the ranking and I know that that my favorite is not number one.
Okay.
How often do you get dessert at a fast food restaurant?
Not really often.
Do you count, and do milkshakes count?
I would say so. Yeah, because I would consider milkshakes a dessert because it's ice cream.
Yeah. How often do you get a milkshake then? I feel like maybe 3 times a year.
Yeah,
for me.
Maybe. I just very rarely get milkshakes. I just don't think about it when I'm out to eat. I'm never hungry enough to get dessert at a restaurant.
Yeah. I usually would never get it with a meal. And then I'm also thinking, like, when you look at the price, I'm gonna, like, already the regular drink is expensive.
Yeah.
I don't like just being, I don't know. I feel like I complain about the price too much, but inflation is running rampant.
No, it's true. I eat dessert at home sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I'll have like ice cream at home or, brownies at home when I'll make those or somebody will make them for like a family get together or something. I'll have that then.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like at a restaurant, very rarely.
If I'm getting something at a restaurant for dessert, it's usually separate. I'm not having a meal.
Exactly.
There. I stopped because it's summertime and we're getting milkshakes and that's all we're getting.
That's literally what just happened to me over the weekend, Mother's Day. I went to McDonald's, got an Oreo McFlurry for me and for my mom because we both love Oreo McFlurries. So that's my top, probably
that's your top
fast
choice.
Food dessert is an Oreo McFlurry.
Is that your guess?
No, it's not my guess because I don't think it's the top one, but I like that one.
All right. Let us know your guess or at least your favorite fast food dessert because I have here a ranking of the most popular fast food desserts. And I want to know if the RadioU public agrees with the results and the findings of this survey.
Okay.
8772 Radio, you are the talkback button. What is the best fast food dessert? We'll see what people are saying find out what the survey says. I have a survey here that is ranking the most popular fast food desserts in the country. People are sending in their guesses at 8772 Radio U or using the talkback button in the Radio U app.
All right. Yeah, we heard from Brian. He says the Dairy Queen Blizzard.
The Dairy Queen Blizzard. This is kind of shocking. I would have thought it would have been higher. The Dairy Queen Blizzard was number 6 on the list.
Number 6. Yeah, that is lower. Especially Dairy Queen known for desserts.
Yeah, I feel like you go there more for the dessert than you go for the meals, even though our very own Michael, the boss, goes to Dairy Queen for lunch pretty often.
Yeah, I've had the Dairy Queen lunch a couple times, like their chicken tenders or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like the worst thing you've ever had.
I always like how they have the gravy with the tenders, the country gravy.
I don't know if I've ever had it with the gravy.
Yeah, any fast food restaurant that has a different variety of gravy, it's at least okay in my book. We also heard from Kendall. Kendall said the ice cream from Chick-fil-A, that did not make the ranking.
I feel like their Chick-fil-A milkshakes are pretty popular.
Yeah, that's one of the places I feel like I'm more likely to get a milkshake is at Chick-fil-A. We also heard from Susanna, who says, I'm not sure if it's the kind of fast food dessert they're talking about, but the right answer is Tim Hortons Boston Cream Donut.
Yeah, does that count?
I don't think that counts.
Okay.
I don't think they surveyed that. Well, that's breakfast anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the fast food places serve breakfast. We heard from Tim. He said the Wendy's chocolate brownie Oreo Frosty. So these are the new fusion, Frosty fusion things. Definitely too new for the list, but I would also have to add the new Burger King milkshake that tastes just like the King's Island blue ice cream.
I have not.
Is that the one that we tried?
Actually,
it
must be, right?
Thing. Yeah.
That must be what he's talking about.
The blue cookie one from the
Mandalorian Grogu meal with Tiffany yesterday, which you can watch on the Radio U Mornings YouTube channel.
Yes, you can.
That was a good milkshake. That is up there. I would order that specifically again. The Frosty from Wendy's, it did not crack the top 6. Not very high marks for the Frosty.
Well, it's so plain, you know?
Yeah.
It's just the chocolate or vanilla. And they've added the fusions, as Tim said. But as he mentioned, it's probably too new for this survey to really have had an impact. And we tried the Frosty Fusions, and guys, I got to be honest, there wasn't anything about it that was like, you know what, I'm coming back for that.
I've not had one yet that was really noteworthy to me. Some of the different flavors of Frosty, when they've done like the mint or whatever, or the orange, like those can be fun. I don't even remember which ones I liked, but I just know that some of them have been good. But the Frosties themselves and then the Fusion's not as exciting. Nicole said, I don't really get desserts, but I will get a chocolate chip cookie from Chick-fil-A every time.
Yeah, those are pretty famous.
Check this out. The Chick-fil-A chocolate chip cookie did not make the ranking, but number 3 on the list, the Subway footlong cookie.
Oh, the footlong cookie.
Yeah, can you believe that? I
cannot believe that. I mean, I remember that they have that, but I never think to go get it.
Yeah. First, you have to actually go to Subway. So that's a mark against that one.
Who's going to Subway? We also heard from William. He says, my guess for most popular would be Wendy's Frosty. We already mentioned it's in the top 6. It's number 6?
It was not in the top 6.
Okay. Where is it in the top 10?
I only have down to number 6.
Oh, okay. So never mind. He says his favorite,
and then I have a map of states.
Okay. He doesn't order dessert too often, but his favorite is the old Taco Bell apple empanada.
Yes, I love the caramel apple empanada from Taco Bell. And along those lines, coming up on the list was the Popeyes cinnamon apple pie. That was the highest ranked pie at number 4.
Okay.
Which I do think is an improvement, definitely on the McDonald's apple pies, because the crust is so plain on those. But the cinnamon apple pie from Popeyes actually is dusted with cinnamon.
I mean, that apple pie is definitely very American. Mm-hmm. I'm not usually a fan of pie, though.
And then Taco Bell had cinnamon twists at number 5, which is kind of crazy that that's ranked that high.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fine, but that's the thing they always give away if they mess up your order.
Right. And who thinks about getting this stuff? I just never think about getting this stuff at all.
They only get cinnamon twists for free when they come with the meal somehow.
Yeah. Tiffany, who I believe did our food fight with us, she mentioned that the concrete mixers from Culver's are her favorite.
Great choice. Those are good as far as milkshake go. And we haven't gotten, well, that's not true. You mentioned the number 1 fast food dessert.
It's McFlurry?
It's the Oreo McFlurry specifically from McDonald's.
Good job, America. It really is my favorite. That's the one I do like.
Yeah. I never get McFlurries. I never, ever get McFlurry. I can't tell you the last time I got one.
That's the only dessert that I actually will like go out of my way and I'll be like, you know what? I want an ice cream from like from a place rather than going and, having it at home or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll sometimes stop and get an Oreo McFlurry.
The other, number 2 on the list we didn't mention, that's Arby's Jamocha Shake. That was a shock to me.
I don't think I've even heard of that.
That's like obviously chocolate coffee milkshake, it's very good, but I would get the orange milkshake from Arby's. And then my other favorite that didn't make the list that I do order every time I go to this restaurant, which is rare, is the Burger King Hershey Sundae Pie.
Oh.
Those are so good. But it's crazy because they don't even make those there.
Yeah.
They just come in a little box.
Yeah.
But I love them. I think NBC might have a hit on their hands. 8772 Radio U or the talkback button in the Radio U app. Peacock is reportedly developing a new TV series based on the Fast and Furious franchise.
Oh, come on. We're not willing to let it die yet?
No. Have you seen the numbers that those movies make every time they release?
They do make a lot of box office dollars, and I don't get it.
They didn't make, 10, 11 Fast and Furious movies at this point?
I feel like it's like 15. I don't know. It's a lot.
It's like Land Before Time for adults.
Yeah. It's so many. I'm going to forget his name.
Vin Diesel?
No, Paul
Walker.
Paul Walker passed. I did not watch any of the movies after that.
I feel like him passing away, like in a weird way, really juiced up Fast and Furious, where like it hit another level.
I think it added a lot of emotional toll to it for sure. Because if you watch the one that they filmed and released, after his death, it is really sad, actually.
Yeah.
And the reason it's sad is because we know what happened behind the scenes. But they send off his character in a way. It's like, they didn't plan for that to happen.
Yeah.
But it's like almost as if they wrote it in a way of they knew it was going to happen. Like he was leaving. And so it was just, that is very sad. And so, it adds a gravitas to the story with the whole like family and,
but it's also been long enough now since he passed that it is kind of head scratching how people are still in on it.
Well, because after he leaves, it just to me goes downhill because it's like now the gravitas is gone because it's like you're trying to capture the same stuff and then the family's not all together.
You go all the way back to like the beginning and it's like a street racing movie and then you go, to Fast 8, 9, 10 and they're like jumping out of helicopters and stuff.
Heist.
It's like a totally different thing entirely, which I guess credit to them for, like turning it into that of like making it feel, like it needs to be seen in a theater, like it's one of those big time movies.
Yeah.
But that's not what it was at first.
Right.
Nevertheless, it's made a lot of money, the franchise over the years. And so Vin Diesel is involved behind the scenes, although I'm sure he's not actually involved as like on screen in this series that I guess is coming to Peacock at some point. There's no casting details yet. They say that it will be new characters in the Fast and Furious universe. So it's not going to be probably any of the main principal cast you would know from the Fast and Furious movies will not be in this, at least not on a routine basis.
Okay.
Probably just when they need to like juice up the ratings a little bit.
Yeah.
They'll be able to get Vin Diesel on for an episode.
Cameo. Yep.
Exactly. That's when you know the show is either flailing and about to be canceled or when it's like really hitting heights and it's like we can actually convince Vin Diesel to do this or whoever it may be. Just anybody that's not Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I don't know why. Even though they've made so much money with box office, I just don't see this succeeding on streaming.
I think this is going to do so well.
Really?
Yeah. This is the exact type of thing that just takes off.
I think this is going to bomb, mainly because it's on Peacock.
There's so many people that are so easy. They're just like scrolling through something to watch and they're going to see new Fast and Furious.
Let me check it out.
Yeah. And they're going to watch. I'm telling you.
I know they're guilty pleasure movies.
I know so many guys like this.
Well, and I know it's a guilty pleasure franchise for so many people. So, I'm not denying they have fans. They have fans. Like we said, they make billions of dollars. It's crazy.
I know so many guys named Matt that are gonna fire this up, and this is gonna be their favorite show. Dudes in Russia are insane for this. 8772 Radio U, talkback button in the Radio U app. Apparently, it's a growing trend among guys in Russia to get their ears broken.
What?
Essentially. Guys are...
Break the cartilage?
Yeah. Guys are lining up. At least they're getting supposed professionals to do this. But they are lining up, spending about $80 each to get the look of being an MMA fighter that's been through several fights without actually having to step into the octagon.
So they want the cauliflower ear.
That's exactly what they're going for, to look tough, to look masculine, to look like they've been through a few brawls in their time. And for $80, that's all it costs, apparently, to get this done professionally.
But do you really want to show people that and you're not a fighter?
As a guy, I do think if I was out somewhere, and I'm sure this is probably more I just feel like this is more of a Russian thing, where if I was out somewhere and things were getting a little heated, but the guy had messed up ears.
Yeah.
That would definitely be a signal to, this is a guy I don't want to mess with.
So it's like
But I also don't want to mess with anybody because I'm small and frail and sad. But
so it serves as a warning.
I think so,
Don't try and get in a fight with this guy because he's got cauliflower ear. You're probably going to lose.
Yeah, you don't.
But if everybody's doing it.
Right. If word gets out, which it seems that it is, that you don't know if you can take a guy's cauliflower ear seriously or not.
Right.
I feel like that is, you're right. You could hit the point of diminishing returns.
Yes. Yeah. This, as we've said, Russian culture. Interesting.
Yeah.
To say the least.
I will say it takes me out of movies sometimes when you see these guys punched repeatedly. These are superheroes or, action stars that are getting into fistfights in the movies all the time.
Yep.
And their ears never look bad.
Yeah, their ears look perfectly formed.
How's
no
John
problems.
Wick not got cauliflower ear?
No swelling, nothing.
Because when you watch, it was UFC 328 the other night. Every guy, the ears look chaotic.
Yes, he should be looking like Tommy Fury. He should be looking like his ears are just
He should have big, giant Dumbo ears.
Right, yeah.
Then I feel like the makeup department could definitely take care of that.
Oh, yeah,
for some
prosthetic, little ear thing. Yeah, that'd be easy.
It would make the movies much more realistic.
Absolutely.
But for some reason, they don't do that.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't. I don't condone this at all.
I don't think it's attractive at all. Maybe in Russia, women find this attractive, or this is just a male thing that they're all competing with each other.
Yeah.
But
that's definitely what it is. They're not doing this for the ladies.
Maybe Russian women think that a tough guy looks hot or whatever, and so that's a sign of a tough guy. Even though, can you really, like we said, know that it's a tough guy if everybody's just getting their ears broken by some professional, not even getting in an actual fight? I don't know if you can actually say he's a tough guy. Seems pretty weak to me.
It is kind of a good, if you have your ears broken and somebody's like, how did that happen? You could just be like, I don't even know. It could have been one of the many fights I've been in.
Out.
Yeah. You should have seen the other guy. Experts definitely say that this is not a good idea. They say it could cause hearing loss, cartilage inflammation, and possible purulent inflammation.
What in the world does that mean?
Lead to hematomas, which is clotted blood pooling beneath the skin.
That's never a good thing. We don't want blood clots.
You don't want that. But none of that sounds as bad as actually getting in the octagon and beat up. So
100%. So
given the two options,
they're taking the easy route.
They definitely are. Dude, did you see this speech? The video of it went viral from a graduation at University of Central Florida this weekend.
I didn't see this until you put this in our show prep, but the video made me laugh out loud.
I know. I was actually loving it, and I don't even know. I can't even put my finger on why. But
I think the thing that makes me laugh is the speaker gives me Phoebe vibes. Phoebe from Friends.
Yeah.
So, I think that's the main thing that makes me laugh about it.
The speaker for this commencement speech, it was at UCF in Florida. Her name is Gloria Caulfield. She's the vice president of strategic alliances at Tavistock Group, whatever that means. And in her commencement speech, she says, let's face it, change can be daunting. The rise of artificial intelligence is the next industrial revolution. And these students loudly boo her for a meaningful amount of time.
Yeah, the graduates were not happy with that.
She definitely did not expect that either.
No,
she was very
turns
thrilled.
around in shock.
Yeah.
She turns to probably the president or, the deans, whoever's sitting there on the stage behind her. And she's like, what happened? You can hear it on the mic. And then she comes back and she's like, let me finish my statement.
She's fairly undeterred.
Yeah.
But then I knew whatever she was going to say after that, though. I'm like, she's undeterred. She's about to say something it's not going to be good, whatever she has to say next. So she goes, only 5 years ago, AI was not a factor in our lives. And the crowd cheers.
Everyone's like, yes. Yay, can we go back to that, please?
Yeah. It's not, and here's the thing. It's just, I feel like there's such a line of delineation that so many people can't seem to grasp, particularly those in the tech space, that it's not like we don't want AI at all. We use ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or whatever it is for all kinds of things.
Sure.
But the line is, we don't want AI taking our jobs away.
Yeah.
And then my line was, and I think this is something that a lot of people would agree with, I don't want humanized AI.
No.
AI, we should just be able to know if it's AI or not.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And we don't want all this AI slop in our lives.
Yeah, we don't want AI slop, none of it in our feeds anymore. I'm kind of sick of it showing up in feeds.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that definitely should be the line because we're not turning back from AI. AI, it's out of the bag. We're not putting the cat back in the bag. There's no way to turn around, really. It's just too many people have integrated it in their systems for us to remove it now.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, we cannot let it get to the point of actually replacing humans.
Yeah.
And what did you expect? These are grads that are going out into the job market. You should have known that these are not the people that want to hear that AI is the new industrial revolution.
Yeah, the tone deafness of showing up there and acting and putting that in your speech and acting like it's a good thing.
Like it's something to celebrate.
Yeah.
It's you're literally telling these kids good luck finding a job.
Yeah.
What the heck?
That we would rather not have to pay you because a computer can do your job better.
Right. You're just telling them they just wasted the last 4 years of their lives.
Yeah, I can't believe she went up there and did this, even if it's accurate.
Right.
Why would you go
and why would
that?
you be shocked that they would boo it?
AI or commencement speeches are supposed to be
pump
positive.
you up.
Yeah, your future is in your hands
Right.
type thing. And instead she's like, yeah, your future sucks.
And it's because of us.
Yeah, and it's my fault.
Exactly. Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.